1993 and 1999, Absolon became one of the greatest rock bands in English popular culture. Their greatest hit, Action, united the working and middle class in a story of drug abuse and sexual promiscuity. But now, with the death of drummer Larry Jessup, arguably one of the finest drummers to hit the skins, Absolon's future is uncertain. This documentary, made just after the death of Lawrence Jessup, investigates the uncertain future of Absolon, what they were, and what they stood for. Obviously, the shock death of your drummer Lawrence Jessup must prey very heavily on your soul. How exactly has this affected you?
Well, the main way it's affected me is obviously I've lost a friend, I've lost a colleague, I've lost a drummer, a part of Absolon. I mean, fair enough, he didn't contribute much to the tone, but I've often thought that it would be difficult to replace him, and now that difficulty has become a reality. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't even know if Absolon's going to continue this point, because Lee really doesn't seem to understand the situation that we're in now. I don't think he's fully comprehended the fact that the drummer doesn't actually contribute entirely to the tone, the sound. But obviously a great personal loss. I mean, when the drums first started revolving and I saw the spark, I'd rather not speak about that. I think it's a bit too soon to be discussing that.
Hang on. I'm going to give Laurie these. Laurie, these beads are for you. I've had them ever since my first trip abroad many years ago. My first tour. This is for you, Laurie.
Yeah, Laurie. I don't know if you remember the first Glastonbury. I don't. Obviously, Glastonbury's not something you really want to remember now, because, I mean, that was a big ball of fire. But there's the pick I used for my first Glastonbury performance, man.
Laurie, I've got something from when we first went to Russia and played with Shiny Flame. This book means a lot to me, and I know that you would have understood.
I don't know how I've actually got 5 references in there. I don't think that's particularly appropriate. Do you think my beads are all right then?
I don't know, some of my nicknames might be best to take them away.
I mean, that means quite a lot to me, that pick.
But the symbolic gestures.
Well, to say Laurie's death had changed my worldview is probably going a little too far. I mean, I've always held on to beliefs that when people die, they can be of huge importance, so that it affects everybody, or of such small importance that nobody notices. And with the exception of the small group around us and Absolon's fans, I doubt many people will have actually noticed Laurie's death. I mean, it was hardly highly publicised, and let's face it, it's not going to change the world. But on a personal note, it's sad, obviously, and the band has to move on without him, which we can do by creating, well, we can either get ourselves a new drummer, or perhaps go in another direction and get a drum machine.
What are you going to do?
Well, that's it. It's the end.
So he's only a drummer. He's replaceable. He's totally replaceable. We'll just get a new drummer and carry on like we were before.
No, we were a group.
No. It's not like he contributes to the tone. I mean, it's only drums.
Okay, right.
There's no tone. There's no tone in the drums.
The thing is, we were a group. It was the dynamic of all of us that made Absolon what we are. It's a spiritual thing. The spiritual win. You can't kill the spiritual win.
You're totally missing the point. The tone. He's just a drummer.
He's not just a drummer, is he? He was part of Absolon. We're a 4-piece.
For God's sake, I mean, have a bit of respect. You're standing over his grave and even thinking about this. You're bang out of order. You really are.
You're the one.
Don't start the hand thing either. I've had enough of the hand thing.
You start the hand thing, mate.
Do you mean what the future is?
That's what I'm asking you, yes. What is the future?
Well, it's certainly not Absolon, because, you know, Absolon was a four-piece and there was never anything that could really break us apart. We were all... it was very strange. It was like a family.
You're the one who wants to get rid of Absolon. Everything Laurie worked hard for. I mean, he did not build that revolving drum kit for nothing.
Well, Laurie could...
Oh. Right, that's enough. Arguing over his grave's one thing, walking on it's another. Look, you're metaphorically spitting over our dead drummer.
You just spat on the grave, Mike.
That wasn't a metaphor, man. That was out of order.
But I was showing you the metaphor. Do you not understand?
There was a visual metaphor.
It was a visual metaphor, because my metaphor was referring to yours.
He wasn't literally spitting on the grave.
Well, I did
It
literally
looks like
do
you're
it.
wrong, doesn't it? Again.
But that's irrelevant.
Well, he started it.
Kelso, come back.
I'm not...
Come back.
We're making a video here.
Explain, Lee. Go and apologise.
No, but if he's storming off, I'm going to storm off as well.
Where
But I'm going to go this way.
Grave. Come here. When you're working with two highly strung individuals such as them, it's difficult sometimes to hold the pieces together. And the death of Laurie has just intensified that problem. But under the power of ideology and the socialist way forward, I believe that Absolon can become a tight-knit unit again, fulfil our destiny of world domination.